Muller v. Oregon was decided in 1908, just 3 years after Lochner v. New York. Now, if you haven't done so, go watch my 2-minute summary of Lochner v. New York so you can be brought up to speed. But basically, the fact patterns are exactly the same. Only in this case, the regulation restricted the number of hours that a woman could work, and specifically a woman working in a laundry facility, a big steam laundry house that sounded like an absolute miserable place to work. And in this case, you would think that after the Lochner decision, the Supreme Court would strike down this regulation as being a violation of your right and your liberty to contract your labor. And that's found in the 14th Amendment Due Process Clause, known as substantive due process. Well, that's not the case. In this case, the court found unanimously, 9-0 decision, that this was a reasonable and rational exercise of a state's police power to regulate the health, safety, welfare, and morals of its people. Now, the court recognized that, look, even though there's a right and a liberty to contract your labor as found in the Lochner decision, this right isn't absolute. And the reason that the court found this regulation was reasonable and rational and upheld it was because it was applied only to women. Now, ostensibly, the Supreme Court relied heavily on the Brandeis Brief. The Brandeis Brief was filed on behalf of Oregon by the famous progressive thinker and future Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, Louis Brandeis. And in this brief, he lays out about 100 pages of scientific findings that men and women are different. And because of that, you can regulate them differently.